We got another mock draft video for you today, but this time with the 5th overall pick. The 2022 fantasy football season is about to start, and you need to start preparing for your drafts now. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to reach our goal of 100 subscribers by the time NFL kicks off in September, and we can't do that without your help. So if you could hit that subscribe button, it would mean a lot. Let's get into it. We have a 12-team full PPR snake draft. We have the 5th overall pick, no kicker, double flex. So let's just get right into this thing and see what we can do. So having the 5th overall pick kind of leaves you in a tough position because depending on what running backs are available, I may want to go for a wide receiver. And in this situation, I'm going to go with a wide receiver. There is Dalvin Cook available, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, but I really like Cooper Kupp and Justin Jefferson. And it's between those two. And usually I would lean towards Cooper Kupp, but in this case, I'm going to go with Justin Jefferson. I feel like Justin Jefferson has a massive ceiling and has the potential to finish as the wide receiver 1. It's really a coin flip between him and Cooper Kupp, so I don't mind leaving the first round with Justin Jefferson at all. And it's back to me, and I'm gonna go for a running back here now. And looking here, we got Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones that I'm looking at, and I'm gonna go with Alvin Kamara here. His court case got pushed back to the end of September, and there is a chance that he may get suspended mid-season, but there's also a good chance that he doesn't get suspended this season and has to face his suspension next season. So I'm gonna take the risk, and hopefully that's the case, because getting him towards the end of the second round is a steal. If he didn't have the court case against him, he would be going in the first round for sure. So getting him near the end of the second round is a steal in draft, so don't mind it at all, taking the risk. But it's back to me, and I'm gonna go with another running back here, and I'm gonna go with Ezekiel Elliott. Jerry Jones came out and said he wants him involved in this offense, in the passing game, in the running game. He wants him very involved. So if the owner's going to come out and say that, I'm assuming that the head coach is going to take note of that, and Zeke is going to be very involved this season. And despite all the hate Zeke gets, he's been very consistent and has finished in the top 10 multiple seasons, so I don't mind Zeke at all. Back to me, and I'm going to go with the wide receiver here now. And we got Jalen Waddle, DJ Moore, DK Metcalf, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, and I'm looking at DJ Moore here. So it looks like Baker Mayfield's going to take over the starting quarterback job for the Carolina Panthers, and if that's the case, I'm gonna really like DJ Moore and the pass catchers on this team. So I'm gonna go with DJ Moore here. DJ Moore, despite who's the quarterback for the team, has shown that he can be productive, so I don't mind getting him in the 4th. And if Baker Mayfield's throwing the ball to him, I'm gonna like it even more. Back to me, and Cortland Sutton is still available, and I'm gonna go with Cortland Sutton. I think this guy has top 10 potential this season. There's a lot of highlights coming out of camp of him looking great, mossing people. I love Cortland Sutton in drafts. It's back to me, and I'm gonna go for another wide receiver here, and we got Allen Robinson available, who I really like. Despite having Cooper Kupp on his team, this guy's a wide receiver 1 on any other team, so I really like Allen Robinson. But I know Darnell Mooney is going to be the focus of the Bears offense, so I'm gonna go with Darnell Mooney here. I feel like this is the right pick. He had over 1,000 yards last season, had his breakout season, and I expect him to continue to grow and add on to that, so I really like Darnell Mooney this season. It's back to me, and I think I'm gonna go with another wide receiver here. And looking, we got Adam Thielen and Rashad Bateman. We already have Justin Jefferson, so I'm not gonna go for Adam Thielen here, but I do like Rashad Bateman. It's looking like he's gonna be the wide receiver 1 for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is a very good quarterback. I think this guy can be very involved in fantasy relevant this season, so I don't mind getting Rashad Bateman in the 7th round at all. Back to me, and we need another running back, so let's see who we have available. We got Devin Singletary, Rashad Penny, Chase Edmonds, James Cook, Melvin Gordon. So it's between James Cook and Devin Singletary. I think James Cook may take over this backfield come mid-season, but the right pick here is Devin Singletary, so I'm gonna go with Devin Singletary here. He was very explosive in the playoffs last season, and if they can continue to just hand him the ball and him get 20 carries a game, I think this guy could be productive. And it's back to us, and I'm gonna see what quarterbacks we have available. We got Matthew Stafford, Trey Lance, Derek Carr, and I'm gonna go with Trey Lance Lance here. I really like Trey Lance this season. I feel like he has top 10 quarterback potential. He has that rushing upside that I feel like he could have those 30, 40 point games. So I don't mind him at all. But it's back to us, and let's see what running backs we have available. No one that's standing out to me right now. So let's get another wide receiver, and Sky Moore is available still, and I'm gonna go with Sky Moore. I feel like Sky Moore is gonna be that big play guy that like Tyreek Hill was. Catch him downfield in stride, going for that 50-yard touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. So I like Sky Moore. We've seen highlights of him coming out of camp, and I think this guy's gonna be somebody this season. And it's back to me. I think we're gonna go with another running back here, and let's see who we have available. And Damien Pierce is available, and I'm gonna go with him. He is a rookie. He's on the Texans, which I know no one likes drafting anyone on the Texans, but this guy looks to be the established RB1 for the Texans, and this guy has a great opportunity to be relevant in fantasy this season. So I'm gonna take the risk getting him this late in drafts. I don't mind it at all. Getting him in the 11th round, if he can finish as a top 20 running back, I'm gonna be thrilled. So I don't mind the pick at all. And it's back to me. Let's see what we need. We need a tight end, a defense, and one more bench spot. So let's fill our tight end position, and Tyler Higbee's available. I'm gonna go with Tyler Higbee. I like the team that he's on. He's on a high passing team, so he wasn't really consistent last season, but he did have some good fantasy games, so I don't mind Tyler Higbee at all. Back to me, and I'm gonna save defense for last, and let's see what wide receivers we have available. We have Kenny Galladay, George Pickens, Jacoby Myers, Julio Jones. So it's between Julio Jones and Kenny Galladay for me. I think Kenny Galladay has a good chance to bounce back this season. The Giants were terrible last season. I think that just affected everyone on the team, including Kenny Galladay. So I think he has a great chance to bounce back this season, but I'm gonna go with Julio Jones. I think the Bucs are gonna get him involved early on. With Chris Godwin, I feel like they're gonna slowly work him back, and in that time, I think Julio Jones will be relevant. If Julio Jones has a good couple weeks to start off the season, you can trade him to get someone else to help your team. So I don't mind picking up Julio Jones at all. And it's the last pick, and we need a defense. And looking here, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, Indianapolis Colts, Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns. And in this case, I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This defense is notoriously good. I don't mind the pick at all. So that's gonna do it for us today. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, line them up.